A function is the function f is that is a relation in which no two distinct order pairs have the same first element. That means the first element, or that is the first component, or that is the first coordinate is that is not repeated. For example, the set of order pairs x, y, x and y are element of what? Real number such that 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, 5, 6, 3, 9, 4, 3 are members of the relation and it what? That is function, because there is no repetition of the first component. Here is 1, 2, 5, 3, 4. That means there is no repetition of the first element, or that is as the first component. There is no that is repetition. So this is what? That is a function, because there is what? That is no two distinct order pairs have the same first element. Okay, the second one, that means but the set of order pairs 1, 5, 2, 3, 3, 5, 4, 6, 3, 8 are what? That is this order pairs are not. That is function. That is not function, because here is that is 3, 3, 5, and there is 3, 8. There is what? Repetition as the first element, or that is as the first component. So this is what? That is not function. Okay, the next example is that is determine whether each of the following is that is function or that is not. Here is 6, 7, 1, 9, minus 1, 7, 0, 0, 4, negative 4. This is what? That is a function, because there is no what? That is repetition of the first element. That means 6, 1, negative 1, 0, and that is 4. Those are what? The first element. The first element of this order pair is that is 6. The first element of this order pair is that is 1. The first element of this coordinate is that is minus 1. The first element of this order pair is that is 0. And that is the first element of this order pair is that is 4. So there is no what? That is repetition of the first element. So this is what? That is a function. This is function. This is a function. Okay. The relation R is that is the set of order pairs. The set of order pairs. What are the order pairs? That is x, y, such that y is multiple of x. Y is multiple of x. This is what, for example, let us write some order pairs. The first one is that is value of x. So y must be what? That is multiple of x. Y is multiple of x. For example, here is that is 2. What is the multiple of 2? This is value of x. That is 2 is factor. 2 is factor. And that is y is that is multiple. So what is the multiple of 2? For example, this is 4, and here is 2, 6, and that is 2. That is 10. 3, 9, and that's possible. 3, that is 6. Those are what? Those are some order pairs. Some order pairs of the relation y is multiple of x. Y is multiple of x. Y multiple of x نزل order pair. Some order pair كنصحف كلنا زيهم يكوننا له. ስለዚህ زيهم sample كنوصل كلنا. Here is what? That is repetition at the first element. There is a repetition at the first element. Here is 2, because 4 is multiple of 2. 6 multiple of 2. Here is multiple of 2. Here is 3, 9. 3 is, 9 is multiple of 3. And that is 6 is multiple of. ስለዚህ 4 ናይ ክልተ ረባሕ ስለ ዝኾነ 6 እውን ናይ ክልተ ረባሕ ስለ ዝኾነ 10 እውን ናይ ክልተ ረባሕ ስለ ዝኾነ እዚኦም order pairs እዮም. Order pairs እዮም. That is relation እዮም. ግን እንታይ ኣይኮነን? That is function ኣይኮነን። ናይ relation እዮም እናይልና ሳጅዛት ይለው ዚታይ እናለው y is multiple of x ንዝብል እንታይ እዮም? relation እዮም. function እዮም ኣይኮነን ዝብል ነገር ግን እንታይ ኣይኮነን? function ኣይኮነን, because there is repetition at the first element. ኣብ ናይ መጀመርያ element repetition ስለ ዘጋጠመ እንታይ ንብሎ? that is not that is function ይላልና. So this is what? That is not function. That is not a function. That is not a function. Okay, the next one, this is what? That is not order pairs ይላልና. በኋላ መልክዕ ካስክል ኻለ ኣብነት ክንጽሕፍ ከለና እንታይ ኮይኑ whether it is a function or not ዝብል ነገር እስኪ here is that is the order pairs ይላልና እዚኦም ስኩን ቀይሮም that is ዚኦም ቀይርና Okay, such that in that is y is father of x. So y is father of this. The relation R is a set of order pairs x, y such that y is father of x. So edit that is function order to the negative and scale. Y menu that is y can x can domain x domain can the set of all human being because አቦስ ደዘለዎም ስለዚህ ሁሉም ደግ ሰዓት ከሌላ ሬንጅ ግን ታይና ሁሉ ሬንጅ ወስድ ከና ግን that is value of y or that is possible value of y now y ኮነና ዝፈል ግን ሁሉም ወለዲ ወይካ ሁሉም ፋዘራት ናቸው ወይና that means or that is all males having child ወይና all males having child ሁሉም ደግ ተዋዕተን ታይዘለዎም ወላ አዘለዎም ካንተ ሁሉም ኸና ወይካ ውላድ ዘለዎም ታይ ሁሉም ኸና that is range كلهم نخينا اسكين some order types كنا عملت على توينا نعمل حدا شمسة تزوجنا حدا شمسة تزوجنا تايتينا تصفاي زمسة تزوجنا ناتو ولاد الغال أبرها بهالتعلم that is تصفاي مسبرة that means عاوزين تزحفنا أول تصفاي زمن تزحفنا لا يقدر من يحمص that is أبرها زمن قال يحمص ناتو حدا بيزلوا حدا بيزلوا تصفاي زلت حزنا that is تصفاي من يحمد زلوا that is أبرها تصفاي قلت زقلتنا يخون الله that means استفعل على تصفاي كل يوم لما that means سلزي تايو حدا بوصل زلوا this is what that is function ولا لا نعرف function يعني تنتهي بتفعلنا f x y and x z is belongs to r belongs to r then if it is that function y must be what that is z function يقولون تقولنا كنت distinct order pairs كنت تتوهمنا y مش من معرفون له مش z معرفون له for example تاكل مثلنا that is 3 2 5 and that is 2 5 كده now this is what that is function كنياتو كنت مش من تنجله مسدس ولا يتجاجم دام أنا مش حمشة ولا يتجاجم دام second order تايزله that is y equals to z لازم معنا that is function كلنا نخينا أوزيون that means تصفين تينا يتابع تايخون دلو a that means a انتنا لازم عارف نجحون function كلنا بنياتو all human being or that is every person have that is one father كله ود سب تايس لزلوا حدا أبو طرح يزلوا كل طب زلوا سب سلزين لما نتي so this is what that is function this is what that is function now the domain كنوصل نخينا domain the set of all human being كلهم نخينا the set of all human being كلهم نخينا أو ذيكا range تاكل نخينا that is the set of male having what having a child كلهم هنا ويكا كلهم دقة وعتين تايزلوا ولا زلوا كا range كلهم هنا so this is what that is functioning the next one is that is domain and range for each of the following that means we know that the definitions of domain that is domain means that is a possible value of x or that is the input of that is the function and that is range means that is possible value of x or that is output of that is the domain or that is pre-image of that is domain that means our relationship okay here is that is for each of the following that means as example for each of the following find domain and range for example the first one or that is here is that is solution that means the function f of x is equals to that is 3x plus 5 this is what that means find the domain and the range okay domain and range يخدم كلنا تايزي أوزي value of x انتين تهينا ويكا انتين خدمه كلنا ويكا أي لاي part of كود خدمه كلنا أيو that means define زخنة value of y زبنا define زخنة or that is define زخنة value of x زبنا زخنة مالتي so that means this is this linear function so the domain of linear function always a set of real number the domain of linear function is always that is the set of real number. That means it is defined for every real number. That means it is defined for every real number. So when you put it in a logic, that means defined for the functions that is the set of real number. This is the set of real number. So because it is defined for every value of x, or that is كل القطعات ناوزي تأتينا defined for the functions this is what the set of that is a real number. And that is for every value of x. For every value of x, that is pre-image of that is for every value of y, that is pre-image of x. ስለዚህ ሁሉም ቁጥርታት ናብዚ ተቲና ሓድ ዝኾነ ዲፋይን ዝኾነ ቁጥር ስለዝለና that is the set of real number in the ናብዚ ሬንጅውን በተመሳሳሊ ሬንጅውን ታይናናዮ ሬንጅውን the set of a real number. أنا كلهم قلت ناوي تأتينا define تكونه result يوم زونا ويكا زخوني كنا x واقعتنا يو ويكا زخوني كنا y واقعتنا زخوني pre-image for the value of x then reckon that is the set of real number ويكا that is the graph of this function is that is straight line. The graph of f of x is equal to 3x plus 5 is that is a straight line. So if the graph of the function is that is straight line, it is what? It is number, and that is it ranges, that's the set of a number. Or simply, the domain of linear function is the set of a number, and the range of linear function is that is the set of real number. The set of real number. Okay, number two. That is number 2 f of x as equals to that is under radical of x minus 2. So the domain of this function, as we know that the expression of radical is that is non-negative, or that is greater than or equal to 0. ስለዚህ ዝኾነ ይኹን radical expression type ሆነ ለዎ that is greater than or equal to 0 ሆውለሎ ምክንያቱም ታይና ነርና that is radical expression not to be what that is negative ስለዚህ ታይና ነው greater than or equal to 0 ካብ 0 ላዕልበር ካብ 0 negative radical expression ተይውና that is complex number ይትኸውን complex number ካ በlevel that means in grade 9 and grade 10 that is complex number level of ስለዝኾነ ዘይኮነ that is እንታይ እንደለና greater than or equal to 0 እናንሰራና greater than or equal to 0 then make the power of 2 both sides. Here is the power of 2, then this will be that is cancelled, so this is x minus 2 is greater than or equal, that is 0, then x is greater than or equal, that is 2. This is what is domain and I told the Lord that is x greater than or equal to 0. So that means how is an as water that in a function defined that is defined so the home can't calculate that function is that is defined. For example, when substitute that is 0, calculate as 0 0 minus 2 is forward. So under radical of minus 2 is that is not that is real number equation. This is what that is a complex number. So this is what not real number, or our domain is greater than or equal to the range of this function is that is y is greater than or equal to 0. The radical expression must be greater than or equal to 0. So the function is ካብ 0 ንላዕሊ ውፅእ ክረክብ ነበር ካብ 0 ታሕቲ ውፅእ ክረክብ ይብልና. So that is y is greater than or equal to 0 ይላልና. So what is the minimum of the domain is that is 0, the minimum of the range is that is 0. When we substitute 2 minus 2 that is 0. When we substitute the minimum value of the domain, we get that is the minimum value of the range. So that is our domain is x is greater than or equal to, or range is that is y is greater than or equal, that is 0 satisfied. Okay, the next is that is number 3. Here is what is 1 minus that is 3x. Okay, this is that means the function f of x is equals to 1 minus 3x. Okay, this is what equal to what? To the first equation, to the first function. It is 3x plus 5, and that is 5x is equals to 1 minus 3x. How that is the same domain and also the same range, because this is what linear function, and also this one is that is linear function. What is their difference? This is what increasing function, this is what that is decreasing function. This means equal to minus 3x plus 1. Zinjin Maharayo. So as you will linear function, as you will linear function. The domain of linear function is always what? That is the set of real number, and the range of linear function is that is always the set of real number. If there is not what? There is no restriction. Restriction is that is the set of real number as you will the set of real number. This one is that is decreasing function. This one is that is increasing function. Because the coefficient, or that is the leading coefficient, is that is here is positive. The leading coefficient of this one is that is negative 3. So this is decreasing. Decreasing means when value of x is increased, value of y that is decreased. At this function, when x is increased, the value of y is that is increased. X now not function now x now that function so this is what that is decreasing, this is what that is increasing. So the domain of linear function always domain of f of x is equals to 1 minus 3x is that is the set of simply the set of that real number in there. Okay, decreasing, increasing is what that means. Decreasing is value of x is value of y let's say and not unnecessary. Let's check in the worker. Here is x can become y can become that is here is negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this can become okay, when x is equal to minus 3 that is minus 3 times, here is minus 3 of minus 3 plus 1. This means minus 3, that is 9 times minus 3, 9 plus 1, that is 10. And when this is, that is 10. When x is equal to what? That is minus 2, that is f of minus 2 is equal to minus 3 times minus 2 plus 1. It is 6 plus 1, that is 7. That is 7. When x is equal to minus 1, f of minus 1 is equal to, that is minus 3 of minus 1 plus 1, which is, that is 3 plus, that is 4. When x, that is 4. When x is equal to 0, that is 1. When x is equal to 0, value of y is 1. Because of the type of that is y intercepted as well. 0 sometimes 0 is whole, 1 minus 0, that is 0. That is 1 f of what? F of 1 is equals to minus 3 times 1 plus 1. This is what? Minus times minus 3 plus 1, which is minus 2. Okay, here is minus 2. F of what? F of 2 is equals to minus 3 of 2 plus 1, minus 6 plus 1, which is minus 5. When x is increasing from negative 3 to minus 2 to minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Value of x is increasing, value of y decreasing. This is what that is decreasing function now. That means difference. Difference, that's decreasing, increasing. One the set of real number. Okay, the next one, which is number 4. Here is that is f of x is equals to 1 minus x to the power of 2. In quadratic equation, any equation that can be written ax squared plus bx plus c. as equals to 0. This equation is called that when a is different from 0 and a, b, c are any arbitrary real numbers or element of real numbers, then this function is called that is quadratic function in another. So this time minus x the power of 2 plus 1 means that is taken minus x the power of 2 plus 0 b 0 x plus 1 so this is what that is quadratic. A is negative 1, b 0 c c 1. So this is what that is quadratic equation, or that is this one is f of x f of x equals to that is 1 minus x the power of 2. This is what that is quadratic function in. So the graph of the domain of quadratic equation is a set of real number. The domain of quadratic equation is that is there is restriction. Escape the restriction is in graph consider that means okay table هنوصلنا هنا نقدر بتماساسالي x y كلنا. Here is value of x and this is the input minus 3 minus 2 minus 1 0 1. Then what will be the output? That means when x is equals to minus 3, the function will be f of minus 3 is equals to what is the function? Function 1 minus f of x is equals to 1 minus x the power of 2. Then x up in the x minus 2. That is 1 minus of minus 3 the power of 2. Minus 3 the power of 2 means that is 9. 1 minus 9 means that is minus 8. And also that is f of minus 1 minus of negative 1 the power of 2. Negative 1 the power of 2 means that is 1 1 minus 1 that is 0. X minus 1 0. Okay. F of 0 is equals to that is 1 minus 0 the power of 2, which is 1 in the number, that is x y intercept in the number. And the next one is f of 1. This is minus 1, this is 1 is equals to 1 minus and radical of 1 the power of 2, which is that is 0. Okay, and here is that is 1 times 0. F of what? F of 2. F of 2 is equals to, so it indicates the graph will be that is downward parabola. It indicates the graph is that is downward parabola because there is repetition. Here is minus 8 minus 8 minus 3 minus 3 0 0. This is symmetric point, that is turning point, or that is the vertex. Here is what that is y axis, and this one is that is x axis. Here is sorry, here is that is 2 4 6 8 minus 2 minus 4 minus 6 minus 8, and this one is minus 2 minus 4 minus 6 minus 8. This is what that is x axis, and this one is y axis, this one is y axis, this one is y axis. Here is that is positive 2 4 6. Okay, what are the order pairs of the tangent? Sorry, here is when x is equals to minus 8 minus 3 minus 3 minus 3 1, that is 0 1 0 minus 3 minus 8. So the order pairs when x is equals to minus 3, y is equals to minus 8. Minus 3 means between minus 2 and minus 4, which is at this point. So this will be at what? At y is equals to minus 8. The next one is when x is equals to minus 2, that is minus 3. Minus 2, minus 3. Minus 3 means between 2 and 4 at this point. And when x is equals to minus 1, that is 0. Minus 1 is 0. 0, that means at this point. When x is equals to what? That is when x is equals to 0, that is 1. 0, 1 means at this point. 1 means between 0 and 2 at this point. When x is equals to, that is, when x is equals to 1, that is 0. Then now 1, that is 0. When x is equals to 2, but that is minus 3, means around this point, at this point. When x is equals to what? That is 3, it is at 8. At 8. So the graph is, this is what the graph of f of x is equals to 1 minus x to the power of 2. This is what the graph of what? The graph of 1 minus x to the power of 2. So the domain is that is a set of a number. He's starting from negative up to what? That is positive infinity. That means domain is a set of real number, and the range is and the graph comes to the number of the point maximum point of the point that is 0 1 in there. Now this point is 0 1 in there. So the domain is the set of real number. Domain is the set of which is R, the set of real number. And what is range means a range of this function is the set of real number greater and less than or equal to 1. Less than or equal to 1. So this means starting from negative infinity, starting which is open interval, starting negative infinity up to that is 1. This is what? That is closed interval. Starting from what? From negative infinity up to 1. So the domain is a set of real number, and the range is starting, that is the set of real number less than or equal to 1. ምክንያቱ እቲ ግራፍ ካብ ሓደ ንላዕሊ ስለዘይገይበ እንታይ ናይ ኣለና ካብ ሓደ ንታሕቲ እዩ ናይ ኣለና ዶሜኑ ማለት እዩ። Okay, the next what is the last one? The last one is that is okay, f of x is equals to under radical of 2 minus x. Okay, necessarily the radical expressions must be that is greater than or equal. Make it greater than equal to 0, because expression in radical not to be what? Negative. Negative whole related. That is negative radical mallet, that is real numbers greater than or equal. So this means that is both sides make the power of 2, that is 2 minus x greater than or equal, that is 0. Then this means minus x greater than or equal to what? 2. It is when we take to the other side, make it that is negative 2. Multiply both sides by what? By negative, or divide by negative 1. Make by negative 1 by negative 1. So negative is cancelled by negative. This would be that is x. When we multiply like by negative, or when we divide by negative, the sign will be that is if this is greater than, make it that is greater. It will be that is less than. If it is less than, it will be changed to greater than. So as the greater than says never nothing less than or equal negative of you. This is what? That is our domain. Negative time much in the domain x less than or equal to much in less than or equal to much in that means domain less than or equal to. What about the range? It is greater than the range. Range is that is y greater than or equal to 0. Right. 2 minus x decreasing functions because it's slope, or that is leading coefficient is negative 1 less than or equal maximum minimum up in the x 2 2 minus 2, that is 0 is 2 minus 2 that is the maximum point was in the maximum point we will see now. Maximum point to you. When you have to domain na calculate an actual opponent. ናይ መወዳእታ ዝዓበ ቁፅርና ምን ዘሎ ክልተ እዩ ዘለና ክልተ ናብ ዝምፅአተና ከዓ ኣብ ሬንጅና እንታይ ይብሉና እቲ ዝንኣሰ ቁፅሪ ይብልና ምክንያቱ ሬንጅና ካብ ዜሮ ዝዓበዩ እዮም ዜሮ ዝንኣሰ እዩ ኣብዚ ግን ክልተ ኣብ ዶሜን እንታይ እዩ እዚ ዓበየ እዩ ስለዚ ቱ ምሰተናዮ value of y can time is not 0 because it is what decreasing functions is going to manage. Okay, this is all about that is domain and range of this function. Okay, the other topic is that is combination of functions. Functions can be combined to form that is new function or to create that is new function. For example, this is what is A, which is sum of functions. Let f and g be two functions with overlapping what? Domain. Overlapping, that is possible value of x. Then, for all x common to both domains, the sum of the function is that is given as follow. F plus g of x is equals to f of x or that is g of x. Here is that is f minus that is f of x and this is the g minus that is g of x. So the function or the sum of the function a plus g of x equals to f of x plus g of x. For example, if f of x is that is 2x plus 2 and that's g of x equals to 3x plus 1, find f plus g of x or that is f of x plus g of x. And that is evaluate the sum when x is equals to 2. This means that is f plus g of x is equals to f of x plus what is g of x. Minus what is f of x? 2x. This means is equals to 2x plus what? That is plus 2. It is that is f of x plus g of x minus plus g of x minus that is 3x plus 1. After that, collect like terms. Like terms means having the same variable and also the same exponent. Here that is variable x, the same variable. That is x, the same variable. And that is the same exponent means the power of 1. Here is the power of 1. X means that is the power of 1. 3x means the power of 1. So 2x is that is like term with 3x. Then that is 2x plus collect like terms means plus that is 3x plus here is that is 2 plus 1. 2x plus 3x means that is 5x plus 2 plus 1 means that is 3. This is that is the sum of the two functions f of x and that is g of x, or that is 2x plus 2 plus that is 3x plus 1 is equals to 5x plus 3. And the next one is that is evaluate what? Evaluate the sum. When x is equals to 2. When x is equals to 2 means x is equals to 2 means that is a plus g of what? That is 2. As equals to that is 5. Instead of x, use that is substitute that is 2 plus what? Plus 3. So this means that in as equals to what? That is 3. I mean 30. What is 1 3? So that is the functional value of 2. The functional value of 5x plus 3 when x is equals to 2 means that is 13. And we add that is another example. Let's here is that is f of x is equal simply in small that is order pairs. Here is 1 3. Here is that is 2 4. And that is 3 7, and that is g of x is equals to that is 1 4, and that is here is 2 6, and that is 3 9. Then find f plus g of x minus is equals to here is common 1 1. Select the common one in the first component and add the second component 3 plus 7. 3 plus 4, and that is here is 2 2. That is select the common first component and that is 4 plus 6, and here is the last one that is 3. Here is 3 3. That is 7 plus what? Plus 9. So this will be that is 1, 3 plus 7, and 3 plus 4, that is 7. Here is that is 2, 4 plus 6, that is 10, and that is 3. Here is that is 1, 6. Is what the sum of the two functions. The sum of the two functions. Okay. The next one is that. Okay, the next is that is difference of functions. Let f and g, f of x and g of x, be two functions with overlapping domain. Then for all x common both to both domains, the difference of f and g gives us follow. That is f of g of x equals to f of x minus g of x. Number 1, f of x is equals to 4x minus 1, and that is g of x 2x minus 2. Evaluate the difference when x is equals to what? When x is equals to, that is 2. When x is equals to 2. This means f of f minus g of what? That is x is equals to f of x minus that is g of x. Then what is f of x? F of x is equals to 4x minus 1, and that is minus here is that is bracket 2x minus 2, 2x minus 2. Here is equals to 4x minus 1 minus 2x plus that is to multiply by negative. Then this will be collected like terms. Here is 4x, 2x having the same variable and also the same exponent, which is 4x minus that is 2x minus here is 1 plus what is 2. This means 4x minus 2x means that is 2x. Minus 1 plus 2 means that is plus 1. So that is f of x minus g of x means that is the difference of the two function means that is 2x plus 1. Then the next one is that is evaluate the difference when that is x is equals to 1. This means f minus g of what? X inside of x substitute what? That is 2. Means 2 times 2 plus 1, which is that is 4, that is 5. So the functional value of f of f minus g of 2 equals that is 5. When حد كدمرنا كنا 2 نبض substitute نقبل كنا 4 times 2 that is 8, 8 minus 1 that is 7. Here is that is 7 مطينا له أزيد تخيلنا that is 4 minus 2 that is time مطينا له 4 minus 2 that is 2 cancel 7 minus 2 means that is 5 يونا له مالتي. Okay, this is what all about the difference of what? The difference of functions. The product of f and g is given as that is f times g of x, f of x times g of x. For example, if f of x equals x plus 1 and that g of x equals x minus 1, find f times what? F times that is g of x. Okay, and that is evaluate the product when x is equals to 2. The number when x is equals to 2. This is from the product of two functions. Okay, this means that is f times g of x is equals to f of x times what? That is g of x. Okay, what is this means what is f of x? That is x plus 1 times what is g of x? X minus 1. Okay, then this means the product of the two functions means that is here is x. لك أبدي سلاسان سلاسان كبازحن كله بربعان 4 نزول نجار بزيام سراح ناس زيان ختين تراحن زيان ختين الرابحن زيان تماسا x وسينا that is x minus 1 plus 1 times x كذا وسيدنا هو لقينا 1 plus 1 وسيدنا زي وسيدنا that means x minus 1 زين كتير لقينا بازحن لا مالك x times x times x means it is that is x times x means This is x the power of what? The power of 2. Select the common variable and add the exponents. Select one of the variable, which is x. Okay, then here is the power of 1, here is the power of 1. 1 plus 1, that is 2. Minus x, x times minus 1, that is minus x. 1 times x plus x. 1 times minus 1, which is minus 1. Then this means that is x the power of 2, minus x plus x, which is 0. 0 minus 1, that is minus 1. So that means the product of the two functions f of x and that is g of x, or that is x plus 1 times x minus 1 gives x the power of 2 minus 1. This is from what? A plus b times a minus b is equals to a square minus b square. A square means x square minus 1 means that is 1 to the power of 2. 1 to the power of 2. Okay. And that is evaluate when what? The x is equals to 2 minus f times g of what? That is 2 minus that is 2 to the power of 2. X to the power of 2 inside of x, that is 2 to the power of 2 minus 1. To the power of 2 for minus 1, that is 3. Okay. Okay. Type second. Let f of x equals 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 7, and g of x 1 is 2, 3. Then find what? F times g of what is x? G of x minus select that is the common one, which is 1. Comma, here is 3 times 4. Comma, here is 2. Select 2. 4 times that is 6. And the third order pair is that is 3. That is 7 times that is 9. This means that is 1. This means that is 1. 3 times that is 12. Here is that is 2. 4 times that is 24. And that is the last 3. 7 times that is 60. Okay. This is what the product of f of f and g, or that is f of f times g of x is equals to what? 112, 224, that is 360. Okay. The next one is that is d, which is d. Gradient. Okay. Here is that is gradient of functions. Gradient of functions, man. That means that is f of x or g of x, or that is f of x divided by g of x. Let f and g, or f of x and g of x, be two functions with overlapping what? Domains. Then for all x common to what? To both domains, the gradient of f and g gives as follow: f of that is f or g of x is equals to f of x over g of x. This implies, or that is provide that is g of x is different from 0, because a number divided by 0, that is meaningless, or that is not a real number. If f of x equals to x the power of 2 minus 9, and that is g of x minus 3, g of x equals to x minus 3, if find f of x over g of x, and that is evaluate the gradient when x is equals to 2. This means f over g of x is equals to f of x over that is g of x. This means what is f of x? That is f of x means that is x to the power of 2 minus 9 over x minus 3. Then this means that is using longer division, that is here is x to the power of 2 minus 9, here is that is x minus 3. x to the power of 2 minus 9 divided by x minus 3 means subject into the out is the power of 2 here that is the power of 2 here is the power of 1 x مش من تبع had the power of 2 زود نقطة إلى نص that is x هنا نص here is that is x times x to the power of 2 x times x to the power of 2 x times minus 3 minus that is 3x then multiply by what by negative and that is what is the difference or that is subtract x to the power of 2 minus x to the power of 2 which is 0 here is that's minus times minus that is 3x here is that is 9 and then divide by what by x minus 3 that is plus 3 x times 3 times x that is 3x 3 times minus 3 that is minus 9 then that is multiplied by negative and that is this will be 3x minus 3 that is 0 and 9 minus 9 that is 0 this is the remainder is 0 that means x minus 3 is factor of what x square minus 9 or that is x to the power of 2 minus 9 is that is multiple of that is x minus 3 so this means f of x as over that is g of x as equals to that is x to the power of 2 x to the power of 2 minus 9 over that is x minus 3 which gives x plus 3 okay there's into x plus 3 ዝብልጭት ረኺናልና ማለት x plus 3 ዝብልጭት ረኺናልና we can find another contact number using x to the power of 2 minus b or a to the power of 2 minus b is equals to a plus b times a minus b here is x to the power of 2 minus 3 means x plus 3 times which is x minus 3 over x minus 3 means x minus 6 cancel this will be that is x plus 3 but x is different from what from 3 x is different from 3 زي ነገር ግን ከመጀመሪያ ህና ማለት the set of that means the domain of g of